Hello everyone, it's Amy. Welcome back to my channel. Mama Pam is with me. We are back in Strongsville, Ohio at the Northern Ohio Doll and Bear Show, the August edition. They have two shows a year. They have one in February and one in August. And we love the show. We first discovered it last year on the way home from meeting up with Jason and Mother Tucker's at Southside Pickers. So if you haven't seen that first video, I will link it up there above my head. You can go check that out. But we're excited to get back in here and see what we may find today. Let's go. Well, I brought my little celluloid dolly that needs restringing. I'm going to see if somebody can restring her here at the show while we are at it. And I also brought my Stife Whitty the Owl that has the squeaker in it to ask the Savinos if they're here at the show today. Those are my favorite Stife dealers, to see if she can tell me a little bit more about him. So what are we looking for today?
Oh boy. A single pearl necklace, wedge sandals, a diary, an apple, an alarm clock, black tights, and a ballet book.
You have quite the list, Mom.
A pink dress, barbecue tools, black and white platforms.
And it goes, wait, it goes onto the back side too?
This is just Barbie.
Oh.
Basket weave platforms, a picnic basket, a straw hat, and a fishing pole.
Oh my gosh.
A portfolio. Ricky, his baseball outfit.
Oh, it goes onto the
Skipper.
double-sided list. Oh my gosh.
Day at the fair, and the little dolly that
Well,
goes
yes,
with it.
I know, because you got a lot of clothes that you need accessories for.
Yeah,
So that
like-
I understand why you have a double-sided list. Look at Scoodles. How cute are they? Tiny treasures. Look at her. She's so cute. Oh my, bobbleheads. She said a lot of these dollies over here are like $10. Look at this one here in her little blue outfit. Little Patsy. Oh my gosh, this is only the first booth and I'm in trouble. I did pick out some of those bobbleheads, but I think I'm gonna get her too. Oh my gosh, look at the tiny little high heel shoes. How fun are they? Some little tights. Oh, look at this little dress. And the matching hats. Oh, look at these fancy little hats. How cute. Oh, I love that one. That one's very sweet. I like that little hat. It says the hats are 10 each. Oh, look at the sweetie little guy. Look at all the shoes. Oh, fun. Look at the little Patsy for Keeps book. And the little Patsy that's right next to. So cute. Little dollies. Oh my gosh, look how detailed these ones are here. Oh, it says they're 30 each. Look how their little outfits. And some beautiful antique ones here. Look at this. Look at the hair. Up in the hair. Love the one in the back there with the blue flower crown. $6.95 on the one in the back. $6.50 on her. Look at all of these. Wow, look at this. I love all their flower crowns and hats. Look at her, she's got a little teacup. And she's got a party hat on back here. Oh, look at the cute, that's a German one. $95. And look at all these little cuties over here. Oh my. Got lots of things to fix outfits. Oh, I see some millinery in here. Ooh. I definitely will have to go through these bins. Look at all the babies. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh, look at her. Look at her with her little dolly. She's 10. There's so many fun ones in here. Whisk broom lady. Well, I'm gonna go through these and I'll come back if I can find anything. Oh, look at the Ohio art dishes. in the box. Wow, they're $45. Well, we found a cutie pie Nancy Ann, so we got to get her in her little box. But look at all the babies we have to go through. Well, my hand got full quickly, and I'm still halfway down the table. Speaking of Ohio art, this whole tin is $8. I'm definitely getting that. Oh, look at all this stifey cuteness here in the corner. Oh my gosh. And I found her. I probably will get her. Oh my gosh, look at these. I love those tiny little ones. Oh, Nancy Ann's her. Doesn't she look like a witch? I can't remember what she is, but she's cute. Look, I found another one. Oh, how cute. Look at this Annalie mouse on the cheese. This cheese made out of sponge. I gotta find out how much that is. Look at the bear in the ice cream container. How cute. Bear and a nut. The giant ride-on stiff ladybug. That's very cool. Alright, now that I've got several naked Bis dollies here at the show, I'm going to try and find some dresses for them while I'm here. Oh my gosh. Look how cute this fabric is with the honey bears. That's too big. I already know that. But we're going to see if we can find some dresses. Look at that Annalie snowman. Isn't that cute? Alright, I know you guys want to see Cindy McGuire's cuteness, and she's got so many new pieces then from February. Oh my gosh, this black cat with her little bird. Tom kitty. Oh, look at this little bear guy. Oh, they're all fantastic. Look at the little wedding bear. Look at this cat. Look at the fur on him. You just want to pet him. Oh my gosh. Look at the tiny little dolly in here. The owl and the pussycat. How stinking cute. Oh, is that a possum? Oh my goodness. Oh, the spider and the crow. He's amazing. Supper time. He's getting ready to chow on that spider. Oh, the little foxy. Look at it. The little bun. Oh, that elephant. This dog, though. Look at that face. You couldn't help but give it a treat because it's begging for one. Right. Oh my goodness. And look at this. Why so many of our dogs were overweight. I know. You can't resist the cuteness. Oh my gosh. These are all Here I Am Little Joan. When nobody's with me, I'm alone. All different variations of them. Oh, I believe I've had this one in the little plaid dress before, but look how cute this one is with her pink hat. Oh my goodness, this one is equally as cute. How can I decide? So we're at our dealer friend Sandy's booth, and she does have some pudgy bellies in here. Do you see how different the body is there? The belly kind of sticks out. That's why they're called pudgies. Usually the body style is flat, and I'll show you on this one. Usually her body is like completely flat, so there's no extended belly in there. That's how you can tell the difference. But the pudgies are not easy to find, and they command a much higher value on them. But oh, so cute. Look at this little dolly rug that somebody made. It's $10. Look at her glasses. And Good Bears of the World is here set up today. I always talk about them. They donate bears and toys to kids that go through traumatic events around the world. So they are usually set up at the Ohio doll shows that they do here. So they are here at the show today. Oh, they have so many cute little bear faces. So look at this nice dollhouse. They have 45 on it. Says it has a working doorbell. Oh my gosh, look at her and her little muff and her little coat. I'm gonna dig through this bin. Okay, I did get a free dress from another vendor that I purchased those bisque dolls from, but these look like they might be the right size, so I'm gonna get those too. Oh, look at the cute stifey bears in their suitcase. So cute. Oh, they're so soft. Look at this little tin litho Wolverine. Hutch. That is so cute. It does have some wear to it, but my gosh, that's so cute. Look at the Cupid doll in the box. Oh my gosh. Look at all the tiny treasures. Look at those tiny little picture frames. It's a whole rack of dollhouse miniatures. And I haven't seen Mama Pam in 2 hours, so I don't even know what she's found here at the show. So I guess we'll have to ask her when we're done looking. Look at these hand-painted little artist dolls. Look at these. Oh my goodness. They're so detailed. Adorable. Look at little Patsy. She's a vinyl one, so she's probably 90s, early 2000s. But look at her little western wear. So cute. Look at these little flexible dolls. Look at her glittery bolero. And we got a dancer down in here. Patty Play Pal with curly hair. These are huge dolls. I don't think we've ever seen those before. One of the little ones there on stands in the back. I'm not sure the prices. Oh, that looks like a little Patsy too. Shirley Temple. Look at this big old teddy bear here. Look at her, she's $8.95. All these ones back here. Got a bunch of boxed Barbies. Got all the swimsuit ones. Looks like they range in price for the bubble cuts. Yeah, look how fun they are all packaged like that. I see $165, $80. Those are about the prices I can see. $85, $100. Oh, look at the quints. They have $6.75 on the set. I like the Tammy cosmetic case. That's fun. Look at all the dollies. Ooh, look at her in the blue dress there in the back. She's $225. The one in the red is $195. Look at little Drowsy. Why do I think Misty would like that? It's really cute. And there is a good mixture of new and vintage and antiques here at the show. Oh, look at blueberry berry muffin. Baby strawberry shortcake. Look how cute these are. So cute and tiny. Oh, look at Baby Go Bye-Bye in her little car. Look at Barbie and Ken's hot rod. And look at this Wolverine kitchen in the box. Oh my gosh, Blast from the Past and Teddy Ruxpin. Oh my goodness, look at this Anna Lee little kid dressed up in a bee costume. He's going trick-or-treating. Oh my god, I have to get him. Look at this little ballerina bear. Where are you, bear? Well, Annette Funicello mohair bear, 15. Look at her and her little pink teddy bear. Oh my goodness, she's $175. Look at all the cuties here in the corner. Well, I dropped Dolly off to get restrung, and she was able to fix her arms and legs, so she feels better in that capacity. I'm going to try and work on the dent a little bit and see if I can pull that out when we get back home. But she feels much better already. Okay, we unpacked all Mama Pam's treasures because we did not stick together at all, so I thought I would film her haul from the show. This is nice. I like the little yellow rosettes in her. And she got a lot of shoes and some ice skates, tights, socks, undies, a tootie head, little skipper coat. Look at the little chenille dog. An apple in a school book, and then a phone, a nightie, and a telephone directory. Fun stuff, Mom. Alright, you guys, we're all done shopping here at the Northern Ohio Doll and Bear Show. We got in there at 10 a.m. It's now 1 p.m. So much to look at, and we always do a couple loops because we always miss something we didn't see the first time around. You did see everything Mama Pam purchased, but you gotta stick around for that haul at the end to see everything that I purchased here at the show today. Thanks so much for coming along with us, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye! Welcome back, everyone. I've unpacked all of my treasures from the Northern Ohio Doll and Bear Show, and a couple of things that I brought to the show, which I'll talk about at the end. So I'm pretty happy with all the things that I got this time. A whole mixture of things, that is for sure. So we'll start at the back here. We'll get right into it. That little tin litho Wolverine little hutch, so cute. I need to do some cleaning on it. Not sure what I'm going to do with that yet, but it was too cute. And I think the vendor had it marked $10, and he said you can have that for $5. And I was like, okay, sure. It was just too darn cute. And then right next door, that entire tin full of Ohio art, little tin litho dishes. There's a whole bunch of pieces in there. I don't even know how many pieces are in there, but that was an excellent deal as well. And then we'll go over how can I resist a mouse and cheese. And I love that the piece of cheese is made out of a sponge. I think that's adorable. Little Anna Lee. Still has its original hang tag and everything. That was too cute to resist. If you guys have watched me any amount of time, you know that I'm a fan of cheese. So that was really cute to find. Lots of bisque babes. I always look for these. And once I purchased a couple of these larger ones, they did not have any clothing. So then I was on the hunt for some dresses. So the one here, she did not have a dress, but I did find this pink dress and this little red and white polka dot one in a bag together. And I think she looks pretty cute. I do have to fix the button on the back of that dress. It is broken, but that's not a big deal. But I think she looks really cute in the pink, and I love how these are painted. This one is very different here with her haircut and everything, but she came in this darling little winter coat and little muff combo, and then this cute little purple frilly dress underneath. So she was fully clothed when I found her, but she's very different compared to the one next to her, especially her haircut. And then this one here also did not have any kind of clothing on. And I found this cute little skirt number. It had a really long ties on the skirt. And so I just kind of wrapped it around to create kind of a top. And it's just tied in the back. So I did the blue with her because she's got really pretty blue eyes. So yay, I was able to find clothing. So that makes me happy. Then this smaller one here, she already had a little pink dress on that matches her headband. And then down this way, I actually got these from two different vendors, but the same style of Frozen Charlotte, holding on to the puppy dog. They're just both painted a little bit differently. I actually didn't realize I got two of the same ones until I unwrapped everything and saw, oh, I did get two of the same ones. And then I think the very first things that I purchased at the show were these here. And these are all bobbleheads. If you look at them, so they are still bisque dolls, but they all have movable heads on there. I have to give her something to hold like this one, but this was the first one that I was attracted to. She had kind of Christmassy vibes, I think because of the little beaded flower there, but she's also a bobble. And then this couple here, also a bobble couple, very cool. I loved those, and I like that they're dressed in kind of like a bronzy gold. They're highfalutin bobbleheads. I really like them. And then next door, Mama Pam actually found these for me. We did not spend a lot of time shopping together at the show until closer to the end. She looks at Barbie stuff and digs for shoes and all sorts of things, tiny little things. So we tend to not stick together at the show until we meet up at some point. But she did pick these up for me. They're tiny little jointed, and they're fully jointed, fully clothed, little bride and groom. I think those are very cute. I did get some millinery, and I always look for vintage flocked millinery flowers. I do craft with this stuff in my vintage arrangements. So I love these green ones. I've actually gotten several from these from that same vendor before. I think I've about cleaned her out of all these green flowers, but I really like that minty color. So I'm glad I got a couple more of those to work with. And then no surprise here, I think the most amount of Nancy and Storybook dolls maybe that I've brought home from a show, but there's a whole different variety of them here. And so let's get into those. So we have Annie at the garden gate, in her little, I love this little hat with the cherries on it. She's adorable. And then right next door, I've never had this one before. She's in her original box. It's just the tag is missing on it, and she also doesn't have her armband, but I was able to identify her. She's going a milking, number 126. She's very cute. And then next door is, and these are called pinch faces. You can see in comparison how different that their faces are. These were later on, they did this kind of style. She does have a movable head and movable arms, but she is the Goose Girl. I've never had her before, and she's got a cute little hair kerchief going in her hair. And then these two I found together, and I thought, I've never run across these before. I've always wanted to, because though they are different months of the year, they just remind me of witches. So that's exactly what I'm going to do with these, is they're going to be turned into little witches. I'm probably going to decorate them a little bit and give them a broom. Maybe a little spooky pet or something like that. But this one here is actually for January, and she's got the tall pointy hat. There's lots of different variations of these month girls, and this one here in the yellow and black, she is actually October, so she kind of fits the bill with her little pointy hat. But yes, they're going to be some witchy sisters. And then the last one here, she's adorable. She is Mistress Mary Quite Contrary, and I love her big old pink hat. She is adorable. I love everything about her. And then we'll go up this way. I did get this larger composition. Now this is a for the most part frozen body. The arms move, but the head and the legs do not. But I don't know. I love the crackle on this one. I like the age. And yeah, she's got some wear on her shoes and everything, but oh my gosh, that little outfit and the little floppy hat, it got me. That was adorable. And another little Annalie, which I actually didn't see the first time I went through this lady's booth, because it was we're in a place where that I necessarily looked. Another little Annalie with original tags, a little Halloween, a little boy dressed up in a bee costume with his jack-o'-lantern trick-or-treat bag. That is so cute. I love that. And then Lorraine and the Little People of Summer. There's pixies in here. I have seen this book before, but there's pixies and fairies throughout this little book here. I love the illustration, that sort of thing. I love that. And cute little mohair doggo. I'm probably gonna give him a new little collar and brush his fur out a little bit, but he's stinking cute. And then the last thing I'll talk about is I brought two things with me to the show. My large, witty, stiff owl and this little celluloid babe. I showed them in a bag at the beginning, and I brought these to the show for a reason. And when I originally found her arms and legs were totally loose, and I've never repaired a celluloid doll before, but I knew that they had stringing service available at the show. Since we have attended before, I knew that that was a service that was there for a small fee. So I did drop her off, and so she's been professionally restrung, and she's much happier for it. And she also had a big dent in the front of her head, and now she doesn't have a headache anymore. Although there's not really any way to prevent it from going in again, unfortunately, but she does look better for the most part right now. So she's very fragile because she is totally celluloid. There's not really an easy way to fix dents and things unless you can access it from the inside. And unfortunately, you couldn't with her, and her little armholes were very tiny, not large enough to get anything sort of up into her head, if you will. So I'm glad that she is feeling better, and I'm glad that I brought her to the show with me. And I brought my Stife Owl originally to talk to Ben and Beth Savino from the toy store, which they are mainly Stife dealers, and I always have really nice conversations with them. Unfortunately, I did not know that they were not going to be set up at the show this time, but there were a couple other Stife people that I was able to chat with and learned a little bit more about this guy, because I just couldn't find out a whole lot about him. I did find him at a store in Romeo, Michigan, and actually when I filmed the end of that video, and I'll link it up there above if you haven't watched it, I didn't know that he had a squeaker. So on the inside of his body, let's see if I can do it one-handed. I can't. Okay, there we go. He has a little squeaker in there. And of all the Stife that are online, and I have some other resources I can look through, I could not find one that actually identified that he had a squeaker. So I didn't know if it was, you know, not produced very often, that sort of thing. I just wanted to learn a little bit more about him. So I was introduced to a Stife dealer that I don't think I have seen at a show before. And he had a giant book, and we looked through it together, and they listed all the different sizes and years that Woody the Owl was produced. And he is a large one. He does have a jointed head, so it can swivel, and these eyes glow in the dark. And what he could tell me was he believes that he was produced in the mid-60s. Before that, they did rubber beaks, and they stopped doing that because the rubber breaks down and deteriorates, so they switched to vinyl. So he does have a vinyl beak, but his eyes do glow in the dark. I don't know if we can see that or not, but they do. I tested that out, so that's very cool. But nothing in that book indicated about the squeak. So that still remains a mystery, but at least I know that he's from the mid-60s, and that certainly helps me out quite a bit. And he also told me the original little button Stife tag, you see those two little holes right there, would have been there on the wing, and that was how I found it. I knew that it was missing the tag, and he said then that also is an indicator of the certain tag style, because later on earlier tags there would just be one hole because it was just a single button. All right, so happy to be able to learn a little bit about Mr. Woody the Owl. He's awesome. I just love him. So happy to be able to speak with the vendors at the show. They're all so nice. I've had very many nice conversations, learned some things every time that we go to the show as well. So I appreciate being able to talk with the vendors and learn things that I don't know about. So that covers everything that I got at the show this time. So let me know down in the comments, what was your favorite thing that I either filmed at the show or that I purchased. Either one will work. Make sure to give that video a thumbs up if you had fun coming along with us, and subscribe here on the channel if you're not already. It's totally free, and I would certainly appreciate it. Thank you all so much, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!